Hello, welcome to the Spark and Plug podcast. This is our very first episode. We are the companion to the Spark and Plug live series, which is brought to you by Bison Tail Productions. We are recording here in beautiful, sunny Bison Tail Studios in Wellston, Oklahoma. If you haven't watched the Spark and Plug live series, go over, check that out. It should be up now, should be on any YouTube, or there'll be snippets of it on all of our socials. It'll help give some context to the questions we're asking today and our artist, and I think his lyrics kind of help pinpoint kind of who he is, and that'll give you a better beginning ground to kind of assess what you're listening to and where you should go from there. But the Spark and Plug live series is going to feature a ton of different artists. We'll try and put episodes out weekly. If you've already seen it, I will guarantee you right now that the production's going to get better, that we're going to get better as we keep doing it. So, stick around, check us out every time we release, which hopefully will be every week. And behind the Spark and Plug live series is Bison Tail Studios, and behind that is Bison Tail Productions. Some real Inception-style shit going on. We are the voices you hear talking today, along with our musical guest, and we'll be the constant every week. Please tag us, tag along, and anything you think we should check out, any artists you think we should check out, you can email us to. That'll be in the show notes. And check out all our socials under the Spark and Plug. So with that out of the way, let's introduce ourselves and our guests and get rolling. I am Dylan. I will be talking a lot. I tend to do that. And you'll probably hate my laugh and my voice after a while, but we'll roll through it.
I'm Aaron. I'm the other half of Bison Tail. You can call me Ronnie, Ron Dog. Mostly Aaron for now, because I've yet to hit that age of where I can start shortening my name, and so Ron will do, or Aaron, whichever one you want. But yeah, let's move along.
Okay, and I am J-Rod, or Jared, whichever you prefer. I'm kind of the studio refugee, if you will. I showed up and I have never left, and so I just kind of earned my spot in here just by not leaving.
And our musical guest this week is the fantastic Mr.
Eric Barnes.
Yay!
Where's our 6-shoot?
Eric smells like beef.
All right, let's so we've already recorded and edited down Eric's live performance from the Spark and Plug. So and Eric's been a constant at the studio for 3-4 years now.
Yeah, for sure.
Feels like basically my entire life, but
He put in heating and air in our studio, so we gave him lifetime studio access.
That's right, lifetime.
hey, barter and trade, we gotta
Life's getting short.
get ahead somehow. Eric is how would you describe? I don't want to put any. I hate
For sure,
the
man.
labels regardless,
Same.
genre labels regardless.
Yeah.
But if you were to,
It's country. It's
Just
just
country.
country. It's country.
classic country, what was
No,
the
it's just got to be
70s?
country, man. It's,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a-
What
there's
was
a-
the 70s and 80s country called? Was it like
Outlaw.
no? That was the cool 70s and 80s country. What was the it wasn't like pop country or like all the dudes
I'd
with like
say,
the
yeah,
the
for sure.
bright Cadillacs and the real nice
Absolutely.
suits and
Yeah,
I
the
like
boss
it.
hogs, man.
yeah,
Rhinestone
Boss Hog.
keeps popping in my head
Yeah.
for some reason, but that's
Rhinestone.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Man, what the
There
hell
you
was
go.
that? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, so Eric's a country artist, and he was. I'm not even sure how we were introduced. I think maybe you messaged us or we messaged you on Facebook or something.
Some local deal here in town we were doing, I think.
Yeah, and Eric came out, and man, the rest is history. We've been jamming, playing, doing all kinds of shit
Yeah, for
ever
sure.
since. But I wanted to start this episode this week kind of going over your songs, because you played 3 songs for us, and they're all incredible.
Thanks,
and
man.
I think it's a real testament to how hard you've worked by hearing those and hearing that, because it's so easy when you're writing a song to not come across as authentic.
For sure.
Because I guess if you draw a string between just about every genre, it's all great songwriters all seem to have one thing in common, and it's that they're all authentic,
Yeah.
or they at least come across as authentic.
Genuine, whatever you would say.
Yeah,
it's being genuine.
Yeah, and I mean, Milli Vanilli, I guess, fooled us all, but
for sure.
but
They ruined it.
The upset of the century.
but you come across as extremely authentic, and I think that has a lot to do with not only how you present yourself, but also your lyrics and just how stripped down you started in terms of creating music. You know, me and Aaron, we were kind of like birthed in the studio.
For sure.
That's
man.
how we
Yeah.
started writing. And it's like the opposite of how most people start. You know, that
Right.
most people start by playing with other people,
Right.
or
Or just being writing poetry.
yeah,
you know,
man, yeah, and balancing and kind of expanding upon
Yeah.
that. But we like were created in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of our musical foundation was created there. I mean,
like
would
a-
you say that?
Yeah, it's like the exact opposite of how
Yeah.
almost everybody starts. You know,
Yeah.
everybody starts in somebody's bedroom or garage, and they go play some shitty venues, and then they find themselves in some studio. We were fortunate enough to start in a studio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we were fortunate enough to pull J-Rod along with us.
Yeah, I've been around for many years.
Yeah, well, I mean, but the atmosphere you guys have built here it has that grassroots, genuine kind of.
It's definitely
vibe
pretty
to it.
grassroots.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what I mean. It's this is all authentic. There's no
We'll say it's
Yeah,
no
there's
bullshit.
Nothing to hide
behind.
behind, that's
Right,
for
yeah.
sure.
The truth is, recording equipment is fucking expensive.
Hell yeah,
So-
it is, man.
Well, just being a musician in general is expensive.
Absolutely. man.
Yeah. Well, and that leads into one of my questions: is that do you view music, because you're early 40s, something
Yeah,
like that?
I'll actually be 41 Tuesday, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I
So-
was right on the money. Well, which was good because I've already, after so many experiences talking with people, I've already got a back pedal, response built in. If you're like, no, actually, I'm 27.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I'm getting worse, I'm guessing. But because you're, early 40s, do you feel like music at this point is more of an outlet and a hobby for you, or do you feel like you're pushing for something in the sense that, like, this is more than a hobby, this is more than an outlet? It's like, I want to show people this as I continue along. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, man. It's always been, to me, it's always been what I've always wanted to do. Just never thought it was there, that you could even do it.
Mm.
I thought it was just luck of the draw. You have to know the right people, that kind of thing.
Right.
There was no way anybody that, just a dude, is
Yeah.
gonna be able to do anything.
Right.
But times have changed. You can do this crap from your bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean,
For good, for better, or for worse.
For better or for worse, honest. Yeah, yeah. But after meeting you guys and it's just, man, I'm kind of lost.
You're good. Do you have aspirations to, like, which is kind of a dumb question because I think everybody wants to play in
No,
front of bigger crowds and stuff like that. But do you have that, like, I think when you're younger, it's so easy to have that inner, like, drive. But, and I say younger, I'm 25. I feel like
Right.
if I was 19 doing this, I'd be like, oh, you reaching for the mountaintop, like, I need to be playing stadium. Like, that's the goal, is to just play these huge shows. But
Yeah.
now I'm just like, I get to play music, and that's fun. And that satisfies like a good portion of my creative drive. So I guess what I'm saying is, do you feel like that creative drive is still there, and is it worth pursuing?
Man, it is. It not to be on some big ass stage and not to be my name on anybody's damn anything. To be
Mhm.
honest with you, the songwriting is the thing that it's an outlet.
Mm.
It's therapy. I but yeah, I do. I love the performance. I love playing music too, though. But I don't like. I want the people out there listening to genuinely be listening to my music. I don't care. I
Right.
don't care about
You're not about the
Fame
flashy
and-
not at
lights
all,
and
man. I
everything,
just I want you to hear my songs because I think they're real.
yeah.
Yeah.
People can
Yes.
relate to
For
them,
sure,
and you
man.
want
Yeah.
people to
Yeah, for
relate
sure.
to them as well.
Right on. Yeah, I can dig it. I got a couple of questions to throw your way.
Bring them on.
Jerry, you okay?
Yes.
I think the I can dig it. Got
Live cigar and dig it.
Yeah, that's immediately where my head went with this.
Eric,
Yeah, man.
was there like a moment in your life where you thought like that made you want to start playing, or is it one of those things that is just kind of like you grew up around it and you just kind of like picked it up, or your parents thought it would be cool to get you a guitar and so you to fuck around on it?
Oh man, so I actually grew up. Both my grandparents from my mom and my dad's side, my grandfathers both played in bands together when they were younger. Oh, honky tonk, Hank Williams
That's cool.
stuff. They got a good story about stealing a school bus from Jones to go to use it to get their shit to the gig, and but they returned it back and everything. Kind of was okay. But yeah, I grew up around music. My whole family, all my uncles played. Like all New Year's growing up, they would have a big party at the house. Music. I grew up, uncle would go do whatever he was doing, was playing drums, and they'd set me on the drums and just just get me to keeping time. But I was always interested. My dad, I guess my grandpa Harold, he bought me a guitar. What was it? That Harmony, piece of crap Harmony.
Seen a few of those. in
Yeah,
some
the
garage
strings were
sales
probably
videos.
2 inches from the fretboard,
Oh yeah.
But I think he did it on purpose to see if I was gonna
Stick
with
with it. or
stick
not.
with it. Yeah, I really, looking back on it, but I did. Dad would teach me a chord every day when he come home from work, and it just escalated and just went into that. But then had a band in right out of school, early 20s, cousins.
Kings of Leon.
Word.
Wait, that was you?
It was County Line Divided. That was our name.
Hey, that's pretty
That's
good.
not bad,
Yeah, it's
man.
not bad.
You can see that on the T-shirt.
I
That's
think
like
so,
better
man.
than
I didn't want to
Scarlet
sit on
Temples
the
or
step
something,
on
one
the
of our
Great
shitty
Divide.
names.
It was kind of that they were getting. It was
Yeah.
that time we were digging them. But yeah, then got married, kiddo. She went to college this last year, so I'm really trying to
get back in it.
see where I can get these songs to people. I think that's my main thing.
Did
That's
you
awesome,
ever
man.
after you were in that band, did you kind of like stop playing for a little bit and just kind of live the parent life? Or did you always
100%,
kinda
man.
Just like play when you
I
got home?
always had a guitar at the house. There's
Yeah.
always been I've always had somewhat of a PA or something. If somebody wanted music for something, I would say, okay. I'd have a binder with a bunch of leaves of songs, that you printed out, and the wind blowing, and didn't have anything memorized really, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But doing those kind of gigs. And then I guess,
Playing the Christmas hymns at Christmas.
yeah, that kind of stuff, man. And, any of that. Played church bands in church. Yeah, and then about 5 years ago, I guess, yeah, I got at a local place in town or close down in Luther. I'm not gonna say their name, but
Yeah, we don't want the
yeah,
tens of thousands of
That's
people
right.
that will eventually listen to this, going and rioting at their house or anything.
I hear you. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm, and then I met you guys and slowly begging my way in here.
Yeah.
So
Eric, do you ever going forward? Do you think like what do you see going forward? Say like theoretically, if you got like a couple singles out or an EP or an album or something like that, are you want to like stay more in your lane genre wise for a while and hone that, or do you see yourself kind of like
Sturgill
evolving into
Simpson it.
something? Like
man, I think from what I see, I mean, I think there's a market for what I do. Not nothing to get me rich, not nothing, but it's keep me where I'm at. I mean, my home's paid for. I'm out of debt, empty nest kind of thing. I feel like I get another shot here, but I don't have time to waste to try to spend another decade. But, I mean, anything really in any kind of it takes 10 years if you're going to go to Nashville or
Yeah.
with anything. If you're gonna dive into comedy and you're just going to take 10 years to get to anything.
Yeah, you've got to establish your.
Yeah, but what I see is there's a local
is there like
scene,
Yeah.
regional, that I don't see any problem that I couldn't tag along with a couple guys. And
is there something like you
know.
see in like the near future that you're like, I want to accomplish that, or I want to get to that, or or that you're working towards?
man, yeah, the biggest thing. So I would say with you guys with Bison Tail Studio, getting that album together and getting it
Put out.
that's my legacy, man. That's really, I don't have any biological children. I've got a stepdaughter. I feel like I'm kind of the last of my line kind of deal. So I view that as, even if that's all I get out there, that's something that no one can ever take away. It's out there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
It's something you can leave your name on and people
For
can
sure.
remember you by.
Yeah, I get that stamp.
Yeah.
Just like
That
Milli Vanilli.
that went super deep and uncomfortable.
That's
almost.
what we want.
Yeah,
Good thing
yeah.
I'm wearing my high waters today.
Yeah. Good thing you brought that diaper.
Word.
Never know.
Good
when you're
thing
gonna
I
need it.
brought the Preparation H. Jared's hemorrhoids flaring.
Well,
He
well,
done
J-Rod, with
prolapsed.
that, with that hemorrhoid,
I hear Johnny Cash playing in the background.
you got anything you need to get off your chest about Eric? You
Well-
taking my spot as the studio stooge.
Whoa, well, I wouldn't go that far, but I guess really one of my big things is who would you say inspired you? Like a family aside, like obviously, growing up, your family was helping you, and I kind of came from a similar background, so I get it. But who is there a band or bands that inspired you, and you're like, man, that's really cool. Like I like the way they write, or I just like the music they do, and I wanna do something like that.
Man, I'd say y'all probably gonna make fun of me for this.
Rihanna.
I love Alicia.
You
Keys.
nailed it. No. So I don't think. I mean, I kind of fiddled to writing stupid little songs as a kid,
Yeah.
but it wasn't doing it for as a songwriter. That wasn't in my mind, I guess. But I guess the first time I really thought about even what a songwriter was.
Yeah.
Like I never even, it wasn't just these are songs, man, that people play.
Yeah.
This is George Jones's song. I didn't think about who wrote the song.
Yeah.
I think so. It would be, so don't laugh. So Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas, man.
Hey, man.
That dude.
Hell
I can
yeah,
get behind
dude.
that.
Yeah, when I guess I was probably 14 or 15, 16.
Laugh.
Something. Well, I didn't know.
Come on now.
All right.
No,
So
no
yeah,
judgment. This is a
that's the
judgment-free
first
zone.
that's the first person or first music I listened to where I really started, I guess, reading the cover, because back in the day you used to get
You get the
when you
bills
got your
and-
music, it
yeah.
was physical and there was paper involved.
And you
could
could
Oh, right,
like
right.
read
this
the
art,
lyrics
and
and
they
everything.
had
Yeah.
like all this. They would
Jeez.
say who wrote this song. They give, yeah, it
Yeah.
was really cool. But
I
you would
wish
get
they
into
still
that,
did
and that's
that.
I would start reading those, and I started seeing, okay, he's writing this shit.
Yeah.
Then
That
I
was
started
their,
reading
uh,
the lyrics of it. I'm like, man, that's kind of cool.
That was their first album, Matchbox 20's first album.
Probably, yeah.
The one with Push and
3 yeah, Push,
Yeah,
and, yeah,
okay.
3 a.m. and isn't that, yeah, yeah.
I think that's their debut album.
Yeah, I
The
think
one with
so.
the big old dude, miner looking dude on the front.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
that's their first.
But
album.
yeah, man, I just that's probably
Okay.
was the first. But like as of now, I would say that whole Cody Jinks, Ward Davis,
Okay.
Josh Morningstar,
What
Kenny
was that
Fodler,
turn?
Those good dudes, man.
Did you just like listen to their songwriting and think that's absolutely fucking brilliant? Was that where was that key switched on?
to like the new guys that or to Matchbox?
Yeah, like how'd you go from like, or was that just kind of in your blood to begin with, the country vein?
Well, yeah, that's probably I would say because it feels genuine to that time of when I was growing up.
Oh,
with
okay,
my-
I gotcha. I was like,
Not
why aren't you
necess-
writing any Matchbox 20 songs? But you are in your own way.
Kinda, yeah. I think I am kind of
Yeah.
in my own way, yeah. Because I'm not listening. It's not from the melody and the building. I guess I don't always. The song's not always built with my guitar.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Mm.
it's
It's
Totally.
the words
just-
behind
yeah,
it.
it's just my
The
notepad.
guitar's just kind of a way to,
Yep.
you know.
that builds. That's when it starts getting legs and
Yeah.
all that. But sometimes, a lot of the times, it is. I'm writing with my guitar in hand. You know, I've
Yeah,
already got
for
a
sure.
melody and everything. And it seems to always change, but
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's what I've learned from working with you guys too. Is
there's no right or wrong.
yeah, and that you can change composing
Yeah.
music. That I guess that's what I've kind of started
Well-
to pick up from you guys.
Well, it's kind of like Aaron always goes to say, you know, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard him say it, but you know, if you're writing music, if it sounds good to you, then it is good.
absolutely,
know, so-
absolutely, man.
And another thing he stresses on that is if you think it sounds good, there's probably tons of other people out there. So
100%.
that gets me kind of to my next question. So, with your writing, how would you describe like what kind of writing style would you say you had, or you know what's your inspiration behind all your songs? Is it just living through life, or just things you experience, or how would you say that?
Most of it, yeah, man. It's kind of what I'm going through at the time.
Okay.
So the last couple years, is when I've done most of my writing.
Yeah.
I've dove into it, but I've found if I wake up super early in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
get my coffee, no one else is awake, and I'm meeting the muse there.
Yes.
And I've started. I think about it that way when I'm doing it. I got to show up because she's there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, and it seems shit comes out, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
it's
awesome.
almost like it's something else doing it, but it's from me, but
Yeah.
there's
it's just
inspiration.
Do you
different.
think that process lends itself to being a lot more authentic than like? Would you have a hard time writing with like 3 or 4 other people? Do you
Man, I
think it wouldn't be as much a part of you?
I think I could if it was a cool vibe, if it was a couch somewhere and we were all just sitting around picking and
Right.
like you
maybe
all
sipping on a
clicked?
little whiskey or something,
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in that.
Yeah.
I guess in
If it-
any situation
sure.
it could work out.
Yeah.
If you.
But no, if I was in here on a hard plastic table and we're all sitting in a conference room or something, and
Right.
the lights are super bright,
It's
no,
pretty
nothing's
hard to
going to come out.
feel inspired.
Yeah, you're going to
for
get
sure.
some really generic stuff.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. I think that's an incredibly insightful and fruitful and badass conversation for anybody listening. So, if anybody listening has any questions or comments you want us to give to any of the future artists we have on the show, send them in, email them in, message us on all our social medias, and we'll try and get to them. That is all I've got to ask this beautiful bastard over here, does anybody else have anything they want to ask before we wrap it up?
Well, I don't really have anything to ask. I just want to, since we're doing this, I want to tell Eric how much we all appreciate him because,
Hell yeah.
you know, he is our first guest on this podcast, but he also helps out behind the scenes with a lot of the stuff we do. So this is probably
And he
It's our-
never asked for anything.
and he never does. He's probably
Well, there was that one time.
Oh, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
No, thanks,
But,
man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I want you to know that everything you do does not go unappreciated.
Truly
and
a shining
you're
light.
Very much part of the group.
Dark
and,
room.
Sorry, that sounded sarcastic. It's just
No,
the,
I'm
it's just the,
joking.
it's just the inflection of my voice. It's been around since I've been in like 5th grade. It really irritates my wife.
I can see that.
But but
Yeah, I
but he's
kinda
not wrong.
fucking hate you sometimes.
he's not wrong.
It's not you. It's just your voice.
It's just your face. Yeah.
J Rod's not wrong. You are really appreciated here, and all your help's
Thanks, man.
appreciated, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Fortunately for us, the Bison Tail, oh god, family. It's like when I used to work at, you know, those like fucking retail stores and shit. They're
Yeah.
like, we're family here.
Yeah, had everyone
Well, I
read
think-
through the training manual before we started the podcast.
Yeah. No,
That's
it
not a
was-
bad thing, man. I think that's what it needs.
Well, it helps us get the stuff
You
that
need a
we want to
community.
get done. You know, like we have aspirations,
Mm.
you know, and dreams and stuff to do with the studio. We kind of want to be a little bit different than just like a corporate type. You know, that was always a selling point. You know, sometimes you go in the studios and they're like, it's like a dentist's office, you know,
100%. Yeah.
and it's like they're like no drinks beyond this point type shit, you know, and it's kind of weird and kind of off-putting. So we were hoping that we would be like people would be naturally drawn to us,
Yeah.
and with you and Jared and Gage and you know some of other people that I'm probably forgetting.
Sorry, other people.
I'm looking
You
at
know who you
so
are.
can
We
help.
didn't mention your name.
remember. I'm sorry, I'm not more help.
We're not a big family, but we're getting there.
They
but
haven't
yeah,
had
man,
time to
it's-
No, I'm-
multiply.
I'm
Gage
glad to
doesn't
be
have all his kids that he's
included in
Well,
probably
Mason,
gonna-
Mason, of course.
Mason,
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, for
Mason
sure. Big
hasn't
help.
been on a minute, so
Mason. I mean, you could probably put Levi in that category now.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
So
Mason's been a huge help for us, just doing our own stuff.
Yeah, I dig
Mhm.
Mason. I like Mason.
Mason's
He's cool, dude.
I,
Mason,
like,
he-
I really got
he's
to hang
something.
out with him at Pigfest. I really like
He's a guy.
Mason. Yeah.
but you're part of those people that we're really appreciative of,
Man,
and we never want to overlook it, and we never want to take advantage of it.
Yes.
But
take
you're
advantage of
definitely-
me all day long, man.
Oh,
Just
hey,
let
hey,
me-
hey.
All right.
Just
We have to
include
keep this
me.
PG.
Hell yeah.
J-Rod
Let's
got
ride
the
this
green
train,
light.
man.
All right. Well, thanks to everybody who's listening. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Please go check out Eric's episode of the Spark and Plug. And like I said, check us out on our website. Check us out on all our socials. Send us any emails, DMs you guys got. That's. You guys think of anything else?
Speaking of socials, Eric, do you have anything that people
very
can reach out to you on, like
Just
social
everything
media?
at Eric Barnes Music
Okay.
on all the socials.
Okay.
got any cool shit? Got any cool shit coming up?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah,
He's
some
in
things.
No,
the
he don't.
creative.
Some
He's
things.
in the creative process
Yeah,
right
we
now.
got some things coming.
That's all you guys say, man. We got some big shit coming.
Yeah, got some big shit coming this year.
Got some big things in line. All right.
I can do that every year.
If we're ready
We
to
got big
close
shit
it
coming
out,
this
Jared,
Yes.
hit that free bird.
Hold on. I can't do
We forgot to
this.
tell you guys, along with being a tech and helping out with Jared helping out with us and everything, Jared's also our in-house bard.
Yes.
So anytime we're in here trying to get shit done, Jared's over there playing. What's that Bob Seger song
Oh.
on piano that you fucking play all the time?
Oh. That I haven't played that in a minute, but what is
I played it
that?
this morning.
We,
weren't you?
we've got tonight.
That and fucking Deutschland.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This is the Spark and Plug podcast signing off, folks. And that's J-Rock playing us out.
Yeah.
Night moves. Diet Coke.